So yeah, okay. So just click on your turret, and then here on your layer, you see it's blank because it's missing a layer. So just click on Add Layer, and you're going to add turret, and then the next layer you're gonna call it enemy. I think it's enemy. Yeah, enemy, enemy. Okay.
Oh, mine says body. Is that
This is
okay?
body. Oh, I'm
Like
sorry. Yeah,
after
you should
turret, it's
change it to body.
body.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's not about enemy. It's body. I thought I.
Yeah, I already had it for some reason.
Yeah, yeah. This is I'm just making sure everyone is the other
Caught up.
students that were here. Yeah, caught up. Yeah.
Okay.
So just click on turret. So Molly, click on turret, and then click up here where it says layer, and then click on add layer. Okay. And then the two layers that you should have is turret and body. What do you mean you don't see it? Are you sharing your screen? Can you share your screen? Well, okay. For the ones that are already doing this, click on edit, project settings, go to physics 2D, and then uncheck body and turret. Body and turret should not touch each other. So turret and body, and then turret and turret should not touch each other. Okay. All right. Let's see what you have, Molly. Okay. Click on the turret PNG. I mean the turret. That's not that one. That's not the turret. Not that one. The turret. The one that's out of green. Yeah. Click on add layer. I mean, click on layer. Yeah, and then add layer. Okay, and then call this one turret. And the next one body. Lowercase b. Body. B-O-D-Y. hmm Okay, now go to edit on the top left of your menu. Top left, all the way top left. Edit, edit. hmm And then go to project settings. So it's at the bottom. No, I can't hear you, Epic Waffle. Go to play physics 2D. Okay, scroll down on physics 2D. Yeah, and then uncheck where it says turret, and it says body turret and turret turret. So the second and last ones. Keep going down. Keep going down. The last ones. Yeah, uncheck those two. Turret and turret body. Yeah. All right. Awesome. And that should be it. You press play, and now the game should be. You should able. I think maybe it's able to kill these guys, but not. Am I missing something? Um, what's it called? Did I do something wrong here? Let me. It's not working. Oh, did I do capital instead? Oh. No, it shouldn't matter, right? Oh. Mhm.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yes, let's go. Oh, I was so nervous.
Okay.
What should I assign the body layer to?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did make a mistake. It is capital T. What was that? Sorry.
What should I assign the layer body to?
Body to? No, no. It already it already assigns it. All you have to do is just change the layer. So everyone, I made a mistake. It's so click on the layer, and then on the layers, do capital T and then capital B body. That's the problem because I remember on the script I have capital T. Um,
What layer? What layer is the turret?
don't worry about putting the layer in the whichever layer here. It's already automatic. So if you downloaded my project, you don't have to do it anymore. All you have to
Uh,
do is just click on add layer, and that's it. We fixed this
okay.
problem last week.
Cause I didn't go in. I didn't go in with I didn't have the turret or the body layer when I went into my project.
But that's why you downloaded my project, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So all you do is you do this. You click on turret, okay, and then
Yeah.
click on layer,
Yeah.
add layer. Okay, make sure it says layer, user layer 8, user layer 9. First one says turret, the other one says body, and that's all you have to do, and the game works.
Okay.
hmm Make sure it's capital T and capital B. And when you press play, you're able to add the turrets. Okay, anywhere you like, and then it's able to shoot. Okay, so if you see my screen, I added a little animation that every time you destroy an enemy, it adds money to your account, and you see a little 5 going up. Depending on how much money that enemy gives you, that's how much you will receive.
That's a cool little effect. I like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Okay. So does anyone have any issues before we move on?
Nope.
Oh, everything works.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay. Make sure you save your project. So press Control S to save or File save. You don't want to lose your project. Okay. Our next step here is so we already did the money system. For mine, I did not make the every time you make a turret, it doesn't take money away, so you can still make a bunch of turrets without losing money. Sorry, Zane did that. I haven't done that yet, so we'll go through this and actually, you know what? Let's focus on So we're gonna do on the turret buy. We're gonna focus on turret buying. After turret buying, we're gonna do waves. So every wave, the enemy's gonna get stronger and stronger, and then of course you need to upgrade your weapons or add new turrets because we have stronger opponents. So first, let's start off with selling the turrets. Um, Not selling turrets, sorry, buying turrets. So let's go to the main camera because the main camera is our shop. I have a script called shop. So for Zane, you don't have to follow this because you already did this, but you can just see
Okay.
how I did it. Let's go into shop, open up the script called shop. Okay. And then this is how I handled all my buying stuff. Okay. So if you see here, I have a public float money. So this is how much money I have. And then the cool effects, how I did it is I made a list of money queues. So let's just say you kill three, or sorry, not kill, destroy three enemies, and then those three enemies are now in a queue, and it shows, it gives them each like maybe a half a second to display how much money you earned from destroying those enemies. And then this goes to also with subtracting money. So if you have money and then you buy something, then it's going to subtract how much money you have.
Was
Mhm.
it, what turret is it?
What turret is it? What do
You
you
said
mean?
it's a main turret. Is it the prefab or something else?
What are you talking about?
All right. So you said the shop script is under the main turret. Is the
No,
main
no,
turret?
it's in a main camera. Camera.
Oh, main camera. My
Uh
bad.
huh. Yeah.
I said main turret.
No, it's a main camera, and then it's called shop. So just double click here on the little grayed out area where it says shop, or you just click on the triple dots or the gear, just and then edit script,
Oh
whichever one's
God,
faster.
I forgot. I don't have dark mode on Visual Studio.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, anyways, so yeah, so like I said, this is it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a function called buy, or yeah, buy turret. So let's go. Where should we do it? Let's go here. After public can use money. So before void start, this is where we're going to make our function. Okay, and our function is a public function. So public void, and let's call it buy turret. Okay. And then here we are going to take a parameter. This is going to be a float, and we're going to take in how much is the turret going to cost. So we're going to call it cost. Okay. You just type this, Molly. Starting line 29, or yeah. Just make sure you're on the shop script. Okay. So the next thing is we need to link. So you guys don't have to move to the Unity screen. We need to link spawn turret and then shop. With spawn turret having a boolean that if you can, if it's okay to buy, then you can instantiate the object, because this spawn turret is the one that's in charge of spawning the turret. Shop is in charge of, can you buy that turret? So here, what we're going to do is we're going to make a boolean. So we're assuming that the boolean is there. We're going to create it later. So here we're going to say get component, and we're going to get the component called spawn turret. Spawn turret. Okay. And here we're going to say can buy equals true. Okay. And of course, it's going to highlight red because it's not defined yet. So that's fine. Just don't worry about it. Okay. Now the next thing is, how do we know if we can buy? So luckily, we already have this function. So I have this function called can use money. So it takes in an amount, and then it subtracts how much would it cost. If your cost gets less than 0, that means you can't buy. So I'm going to return a false. If you can, then it adds it to the queue, and then it returns true. So here we're going to say if can use money, and we're using cost. So if that equals true, so equals true, then that means we can buy. So then we do this. We put it inside the if statement. Else, we're going to do exactly the same, except it's going to be false. False here. Okay. So make sure you have the if you can use the money, then you can buy. If not, then it's false. All right. So now that we have this, we need to define can buy. So open up your other script called spawn turret. So just go to Unity and just look for spawn turret. It's here. So just double click it, and then you should open it up.
Oh wait, can you just quickly go back to that last script? I'm almost
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
All right, thanks.
Of course. Molly, are you ready? Okay. So, like I said, let's define can buy. So let's open up the other script called spawn turret. Okay. And then this script, let's scroll down until we find this one, this line. It says instantiate turret to spawn. It should be line 35 if you have a line counter. Okay. So in here, what we're going to do is we're going to ask the buy, hmm, yeah, the buy turret. So we're going to call buy turret. So here we're going to say if get component. We still need an if statement. Uh-oh. Okay, I made a mistake. I think we need a boolean. So let's go back to shop. No. Do we need a boolean? Hmm. Okay, we do this, guys. Let's move line 25. So money q dot add. We're gonna move this to the right here. So if we can buy it, then we can spend the money. This is just giving us back. Can we use the money? True or false? Okay. And then this is not new amount. This is cost. Just make sure you type the correct symbols, Molly. And also can buy is red because we haven't defined it. We're just defining it right now. Okay, so once you have this, so all I did remember is to move your can buy to the buy turret, and then we go to spawn turret. Okay, can you share your screen, Molly? You have the wrong curly brace on line number 29. Yeah. Okay. I think you're missing a semicolon at the end. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here, let's go back to a spawn turret. And in spawn turret, we're going to ask if if yeah, if can buy equals true, then we can spawn the turret. Okay. And this thing should still be red. Okay. The last thing we need to do is define this variable. So we're going to scroll up. Oh, actually, hold on. One more thing. After we buy, we need to switch this back to false. So can buy equals false. Reason why, because if you are buying a turret and then you don't switch anything in the menu, and you can still technically buy. So that's the cheating part. So make sure can buy goes back to false. Let's scroll all the way up, and let's define our variable. So public bool can buy, and then semicolon. Okay, and then you should have no errors at all. Right? The errors go away. All right, we ready? Okay. So now that we have this, we have our spawn turret, and let's see how this works. So let's go back to Unity. Let's press play, and it should not let us spawn. Yeah, because we have 0 money. That's good. So now it's working. Okay. We have no money, and then I'm trying to click somewhere, and it's not going to let me spawn because I have no money. Okay.
I have a compiler error. Could I read it?
Share your screen. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So now to make this work, you can go to main camera and give yourself money. So if you go all the way down, it says shop and it says money. Give yourself like what 20, and then you should be able to spawn what 4 turrets. Each turret costs 5, I think.
Yeah. So it says a namespace cannot directly contain members such as fields or methods.
Okay, can you open up the script?
Oh shoot! What just happened? Oh, this is the problem with doing this on a Mac. All right.
Okay, so what's the issue again? Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. I'll find it.
Oh, okay, I see the problem. You're in line number 5. You're not supposed to put that there. You're supposed to put it in inside the class.
Where?
Yeah, right there. That's inside the class. Yeah, and then bool is lowercase b. Uh-huh.
All right. Let's try this out. What the? Oh, here it is. Sorry.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I don't have any money, so I can
Yeah.
go to.
Yeah. So with the money, when you give yourself money, you still can't add it. You still can't buy anything because you don't have a. You haven't selected a turret. So technically, there's no turret. There's no turret selected. So
Oh.
when you try to click, when you still try to click, it's not going to. It's not going to let you spawn that turret. Okay. So to make that turret spawn, let's create buttons. So let's go to the canvas. Okay, so double click on your canvas so you can see your canvas.
Should I? What the? Why am I in iMovie? Should I stop sharing my screen or should I keep sharing it?
You can just leave it shared. That's fine. So I can just quickly move on to your stuff.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So like I said, so in here on your scene, you can make what's like a You know what? For now, let's leave it simple. We're not gonna do the button stuff. We're just gonna do 1, 2, 3. So whichever button you select, 1 is gonna be your turret, 2 is gonna be so on and so forth. So let's go back to our. We're not gonna do the thing. So let's go to shop instead. So let's go to shop and let's go inside this function. The input. So in here, instead of get mouse button down, let's do if input get key down, and let's do key code 1. That's an alpha 1. Make sure you're on shop script. It should be inside the update function. Say it's alpha 1. Okay, that's weird. I never called it alpha 1. Okay. So make sure you have this. I'm using number 1. So when you press number 1, it's going to select the first turret. Okay. And what we're going to do here is instead of can use money, we're going to call the function, what do we call it? Buy turret. So we say buy turret, and this turret's going to cost what, like 5 money.
Could you go back up to the get key down thing? I wasn't able to finish that line.
Go down where? It's right there.
Oh, my bad.
Can you share your screen, Molly? Yeah, and once you have that, all you do is you press number 1, and then you should be able to start buying, start selecting your turret. I guess start placing your turret. Let's see if it works. Yep, I'm able to place my turrets. There you go, and my money does go down, so it works. Yay.
I have a bunch of errors in my script.
Okay, one moment.
All right.
Let's scroll up. Yeah, scroll up. Wait, why is your update inside the can buy? Okay, I think you're missing a curly brace. So, yeah, line 30. What is it? 30. Yeah, after that line, yeah. Press enter. Do it again. There you go. Okay. Now press Control K and then Control D. Yeah, there you go. And then I think you misspelled a can buy. Yeah, can buy. So scroll all the way up. Did you even define it? Yeah, go after line 13. Okay. Public. Yeah. Public bool. Space can buy. Yeah, semicolon. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And then that should go away. Wait. Oh, you're in the wrong script. Okay, actually erase that. Erase the thing you just made. Yeah. Yeah. Save. Control S. Can you go back to your spawn turret? Yeah. Scroll all the way up. Okay, make it there. Oh, public bool can. Oh, yeah. It's so you put capital B. You put lowercase b. Yeah. And then scroll down and just change that to lowercase b. It's right there. It's right there. It's right there. Lowercase b. Yeah. Save it. Save it. Okay, and then go back to your shop again. I think you have one last there. Stop, scroll all the way down. Oh no, you have it right. Everything works. Okay. We're good. Okay, so for everyone else, like I said, when you press play, you click one. So you select that turret to make. So then you can click, and then you're able to spawn. Okay, press one again, and you're able to make that turret. Press one again, you make that turret. Okay. Now there is a problem. If I just start pressing one a lot of times, it's gonna buy a bunch of turrets, but then you haven't spawned those. Haven't made those turrets. And also, you can go to the negatives. Um, to spawn your turret, you just click on the screen. So we need to fix that problem.
I still have a bunch of errors still in my script.
You have a bunch of errors in your script.
Yeah.
Okay, what's wrong?
Well, here I'll share my screen. It's just in the shop script. I have like 20 errors. It's underlining a bunch of things.
Okay, one, you're forgetting a curly brace on line 52.
No.
So go to line 52. Mm-hmm. No, not closing. You just need opening. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That
That fixes
sucks.
that problem.
Solved
Okay.
everything. Oh, there's still one right here.
Okay. Press enter, and you're missing a closed curly brace. Did you press enter? Okay. Close curly brace.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Adrian, can you share your screen?
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Press play. Press
I'm
one.
clicking one and
And okay, can you press the button? I mean, click on your mouse. So you have to press one and then click your mouse.
oh wait. Oh.
Yeah. So you have to press one and then click. Because what we're gonna do is when you press two, it's gonna do another turret. When you press three, it's gonna be another turret. So it's gonna be three variations of the turret. So when you press one, you buy the first turret. We do have to fix that again. We have to fix the problem where we can. If you press one a lot of times, it's gonna subtract a lot of money because you're buying a bunch of turrets, but you haven't placed them. So we need to fix that problem with placing your turrets. And then second, you can go to the negatives. So we need to fix that problem with negatives, the negative money. Okay. Let's see. Who's next? Molly? Yeah, are you still sharing your screen? Can you share your screen? Okay. You press one and then click. You press the number one, right? Right on top of on top of the letter Q. And then you click your mouse. Okay. Okay, can you go back to your script? Can you stop playing and go back to your script? Um, where's the spawn turret? Oh, you never said can buy back to false. So after 937, after line 37. So after the semicolon on line 37, press enter, and then can buy equals false. Uh-huh. Is that gonna work? Scroll down. Or actually scroll up. Or actually go to shop, sorry. What am I doing? No, go to shop. Go to the shop script.
Shop.
Yeah, stop playing. Go to the shop script. Uh-huh. Okay, can you scroll down just a bit? Can you go inside your update function? Scroll down. Yeah, there. Wait, okay. There's your problem. If input 1 byte turret, what's this? Wait, what? Byte turret, and then close curly brace. Wait, why do you have can use money? Okay, can you delete lines 56 and 57? 56 and 57, not 55. Yeah, delete those two. Oh, right. Okay, now press Control K, D. Okay, scroll down. Okay, yeah, I have an extra one. Yeah, there you go. Save it. Okay, now go back to Unity, and it should work. Okay, hold on. Yeah, you have 0 money. That's why you can't buy anything. So stop playing. Go to your camera, main camera. Click on your main camera. Yeah, on the right-hand side, scroll all the way down and give yourself some money. So this is money 0. Okay, that's a lot. Okay, just press play. So you have to press 1 first, and then click the mouse. Can you click 1? The key 1? It's not doing anything? Okay. Can you go back to your script? Okay. And can you scroll up just a bit? Scroll up. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Okay, so you have the wrong key right there. So it's instead of get input get mouse down, yeah, it's get key down, and then you have to do alphanumeric. Yeah, so erase get mouse button down. Yeah, and then instead put get capital G, get key down. And then inside the parentheses, key code, erase the 1, yeah, key code. Dot alpha 1. Alpha, no, ph. Alpha 1. Yeah. Okay, save it and go back to Unity, and it should work. There you go. Now it's working. Perfect. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back to our presentation. My presentation. Okay.
I actually still have a compiler error.
Oh, okay. Can
I was
I?
completely done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll just share my screen.
Let's see. Okay. What's your error?
I'll show you. All right.
Oh, you changed it to black?
No,
sorry,
that's
that's
just
mine.
that's your screen. I wasn't able to.
Uh-huh.
All right, right here. It says.
Oh, you just gotta put an alpha 1. It's alpha 1. You just put alpha. So double click on that error, and it should send you to the right place.
I
And
did.
then
Where is it?
scroll up.
Alpha 1.
Yeah, alpha 1. Yeah, like that. You also have the same error as Molly. Okay, you guys have to be very careful with your curly braces. So after the semicolon on line 58.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Change the curly brace that's right below it, 59. It has to be the other curly brace, the other way. Backspace, the other way, like that. Scroll down. You'll have an error. Just scroll down. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And then the last one, erase it. And it should be fine, right?
No.
Is there a way to format this? Press. Oh, this is Visual Studio, right? Yeah. Can you press Command KD? Does that help?
It says cannot navigate to the symbol
Okay,
under the
press
caret.
OK. Can you click on Edit? Top menu.
Where? Oh,
Top left menu.
Okay.
Edit. Format. Format document. So it's caret up and then that weird character. Okay. Oh yeah. So that's an extra one. So you erase that extra curly brace. It looks like it's just an extra one. Yep. Okay, save it and it should work.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try it. All right. Oh, shoot.
So remember to click number 1, and then you can place a turret.
Oh, okay.
So you have to press 1 and then put the turret. Yeah. Every time you buy a turret, you need to press 1. That means
Okay. Well, we
you
changed
bought the
that.
turret. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, again, you can customize it to whatever key you want. You can leave it at...
Or could you just randomly click?
Yeah, I mean, you can select one and then you can, spawn as much. But that's not how those games work. You need to spend your money wisely. That's how you're supposed to do it. Anyways, okay, let's go back to our game. So we're actually gonna leave our turrets like this, how they are. You have to press 1 every time. Just make sure you don't press 1 too many times. We'll fix that problem at the end. But now let's move on to something new. So we're gonna now do waves. So every time the enemies spawn, it's gonna spawn with a certain wave of. It's gonna spawn a certain amount, and it's gonna give the enemies a certain buff. So a buff, it's it's like an advantage. So every time, well, not an advantage. I guess it's a. What would you guys describe it as? A buff. I guess buff is just a buff. You make something better. So for each round, the character or the enemy's health is gonna grow by 1. So let's do this in the main camera, and it's going to the script called spawn enemies. Okay, you can close the other scripts. We don't need the other scripts anymore. So just spawn enemy. Okay. Now in this script, here we currently have every 0.5 seconds, it's going to make an enemy. So what we're going to do is we're going to make another variable, and this is going to be a public int. It's an integer. It's a round number, and this number, this variable is going to be wave. Wave, and then wave equals 0. Okay, so it's going to start at wave 0. Okay, so make sure everyone's doing this. Okay. So once we have the wave 0, let's scroll down to our update. And inside our update, we have the frequency. So if a certain frequency is met, then it's going to spawn, and so on and so forth. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to change our frequency to be every so many seconds, it's going to spawn that wave. So let's just say every 30 seconds, it's going to spawn a wave of however many enemies. So let's scroll back up. Actually, we're gonna make another variable. So we're gonna say public int amount to spawn, and we're gonna start off with 10. So we're gonna spawn 10 enemies. At that time, and here we're going to make another one. Public int, and this one's going to be wave frequency. Okay. And this is not an int, sorry, this is a float. Okay, float. And then here it's going to be I'm going to put every 20 seconds, so I'm going to put 20. So every 20 seconds it's going to go to the next. Well, actually, you know what? This is wrong. It shouldn't. Well, we can add like a wave cooldown. Yeah, let's do that instead. Let's do wave cooldown. So let's do 10 seconds. I'm going to reduce it to 10 seconds. Okay. So wave cooldown, it's going to wait 10 seconds after the wave is done, and then it's going to spawn the next one. Okay. And then here we're going to make another one, public float, and we're going to call this one health buff. And right now it's going to be 0.
What's exactly the point of doing this stuff? Don't we already have like all the enemies?
Yeah, but for every wave, the enemies are going to spawn stronger and stronger. So I mean, there's no point on having like 5 guns directly in the entrance. I mean, you're gonna beat them, but then after each wave, they're gonna get stronger and stronger. So now you need different turrets, stronger turrets, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah, because you need to also upgrade your turrets. That's the whole point of a tower defense. It's an arms race. One upgrades, you need to upgrade, and so on and so forth. Okay, so just make sure you have these 4 variables. Again, wave, what wave you're currently in. Amount, how much amount you are spawning in that wave. So again, this amount is going to increment. It's going to get higher. Cooldown, how many seconds until the next wave. And then health buff, how much does each enemy have a buff? How much buff does the enemy have? Okay. Now let's go down here. To our here our place here. So what should we put here? We need to wait for our cooldown. Yeah. So here we're gonna make another one similar to this. Yeah, we're gonna make something similar like this. So I think we need another seed time then. No, seed time just going to get zeroed. So actually, yeah, we can just use the same seed time because it's going to get zeroed out inside the frequency. So here we're going to say if seed time. So if seed time, that means current time is less than or equal or less than wave cooldown. So if it's less than cooldown, now we can spawn our. No, it's seed time plus equal time dot delta time. Okay. Actually, would it be that? Yeah, it would be 0, and then you have to get. Okay, yeah, it does make sense. And then here else. With the else, we're gonna surround everything else that we have down here. Okay. So we're gonna put curly braces around the whole other if else. Okay. Okay. And then right after this else, we're gonna do seed time equals 0. Because we need to reset the time for this, guys.
Wait, are there supposed to be 2 seed times?
No, for this one, we're just reusing it because after we finish here, we can just reset it, and then this guy can use the same seed time.
Oh, okay.
That's just to save variable space. We can make another variable, and it would have been easier to see, but I'll just keep it at here.
Wait, so in the else, do we just move everything in there or something?
Yeah, move everything inside the else, and then make sure you have seed time equals 0.
Okay.
You know what? Let's not make this confusing. Yeah, you're right. Let's make 2 seed times. So let's do seed time 1 and seed time 2. So let's call this one seed time 1. So these ones, there's 3 of them up here. So seed time 1, 1, 1. And then let's make up here C time 1. Oops. C time 1 and then C time 2. Two C times. So it won't be confusing. Because I was getting confused already. So C time 1, C time 2 up here. Okay. And let's go down here and just make sure you have on the last 3, it's going to be C time 2, 2, and then 2. Okay. So C time 2 on these 3, and then C time 1 on these 3 up here. Okay. Now that we have this, so we are making this, and in here we're going to spawn each enemy with a certain time. So we need another variable. Yeah, so instead of that variable, we need another variable. Yeah, so let's scroll up here again. We need another variable. We need to keep track of how many enemies have we spawned so far. So let's go private int what you call it? C spawned. The current spawned equals just semicolon. So make this private spawn a private int C spawned. Okay. And then down here, we're going to make another if statement. So here we're going to say if C spawned, so spawned is less than amount to spawn.
Wait, what do we set C spawn to?
Sorry?
What do you set C spawn to?
C spawn, just leave it at blank, or you can set it to 0 if you want. It's fine. It has to start at 0. Okay, and then C spawn has to be less than amount to spawn. And then here, we're just going to increment C spawn by 1. So each time it spawns one guy, it's going to go +1. So you can just do plus plus. That's the same thing as a 1. Okay, and then this if statement, make sure everything else, the other if and else, has to be inside. Okay. Oh, actually, you know what? This C spawn has to be out here on C time. After C time 2 equals 0. Because you only spawn, it only counts when you actually spawn the guy. So you have 2 actual timers that are working, alongside. You have normal C time 1 and then C time 2. And that's why I called calling this different, so you don't get confused. Okay, and then finally we have else. Okay, and then inside this else, we're gonna do. What is it called?
Wait, where do you put the if C spawns is less than amount to spawn?
This one is right under the else.
Okay, right. Then where did the oh, that's where the C time 1.
Yeah, I removed the C time 1 equals 0 because it's not supposed to be up here. It only changes. It only reverts to 0 if we have all our objects spawned. So that means if we cross the amount of spawn, if we have now like 8, then it goes back to 0. Okay. Or 10, sorry, whatever the amount is. Okay. So after do C times 0, we also have to do C spawn equal to 0 because now we reset it back to 0. All right. And I think that's it. So let's try this out. So I'll give you guys a couple more seconds to continue, or if you guys haven't finished copying.
Could you scroll up just a little bit to the line where it says private int C spawn? All right, thanks.
Oh, I have an error.
What's your error?
It just says expected. It just says like else bracket expected.
I think you're just missing a curly brace somewhere. Do you want to share your screen so I can see what's going on?
Yeah. Wait, isn't there like a thing I could do where it like automatically like adds all the curly braces? Like it cleans it up?
No, that's
Oh.
then we would pay computers to do code.
I think that's on IntelliJ or something. Because I know on IntelliJ they have this thing where like you hit it and then it automatically adds all the curly braces for you and like indents everything.
No, not for this one.
Oh. Yeah, it's just, like right here. It just says this.
Okay, hold on. I'm not seeing your screen yet.
Okay.
Okay, now I can see it. Let's see. Those.
And like I was checking the brackets and everything seems good.
Can you make your screen bigger? Can you maximize your
Okay.
screen? Okay. What's the error again? Can you hover over the thing? Expected a open curly brace?
Well, it just says else and then open curly brace. It says something different before.
Oh, because you have two else statements. You see the else and the else. They're both. Do I have that problem? No. Oh, your ifs are not. I think you're missing an if. Oh no. You have if else. Oh yeah, you're missing an if. So can you look at my script?
Okay. I'm looking. Wait, where
Yeah.
am
So
I missing it?
you have your else,
Yeah.
and then you have to have this if.
Oh.
Yeah. So erase the c time equals 0. That's not the right location. Yeah, and then change it to an if. Change it to this if.
If T spawned
Less
stand
than.
amount to spawn.
Mm-hmm.
Then what do I
And
put
then
in here?
erase the last curly brace.
This one?
Yeah. Uh-huh. And then that goes around all the if else. That
So
one.
this is done then?
Those two.
Oh.
After line 49.
Okay.
Yeah. Press enter and then curly brace.
It's
There
like
you go.
that?
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Looks like you still have another problem.
It just, yeah, it's the same thing.
If else. Oh, and that else goes inside. It goes
This
inside
else?
the if. Yeah. So that goes inside one curly brace. So go up
This
one.
one?
Yeah, that one. Else. There you go.
Okay. I think
There
that's
you
good.
go. Okay.
Okay.
And it should work. So if you go back to Unity and you press play, so for the ones that are done with this, you guys can go back to Unity and press play. And then when you click your, I mean, you don't have to spawn turrets. So now you have to wait 10 seconds. So I think it's like 4, 3, 2, 1. And then they start spawning. So mine started spawning. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that's it. Now it waits another, it waits a cooldown of, I don't know how many seconds we put, 10 seconds. It's waiting 10 seconds. So 8, 9, 10. The 1, 2, and it spawned a new wave. 3, 4, 5, and then so on and so forth. And this is the wave stuff. Okay, we can make the wave go faster. So these guys can spawn. So here we have frequency instead of 1 second. We can do like every 0.1 seconds. So they come like a mob of enemies come. That makes the game a little more fun. So here, let me wait for 10 seconds. We should also make a counter to see how much seconds we have until the next wave comes. So there, here you go. See, you have a mob of 10 people. They're going. Okay, that looks good. And we have the next mob to wave 2. Okay, and so on and so forth.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about one line. I probably don't need to share the screen because it's just one thing. But I'll copy and paste it into the chat.
If you want, I can just open up a Word document. You guys can just copy and paste if that's
This is in the spawn enemy script.
spawn enemy.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what you.
All I put was that, and for some reason I can't like in the.
Oh, you need to specify a variable name. You just have private int blank.
Oh,
You need to specify.
it's probably C
I
spawn.
assume it's the spawn. Yeah. Yeah. So for the ones that haven't or are really slow at typing, or something's going on, so if you guys go back to the, you guys go back to the, what is it called? The folder, the Google Drive folder. There's a Google Doc called Part 4, and I just pasted all the information there. So you guys can just copy and paste all the stuff I just did and paste it there. Again, if your computer being a potato, all your fingers are being potatoes. Okay, so like I said,
sorry,
so this
mine's
works.
not working. I finished it, but it's not like the waves aren't working.
The waves aren't working.
Yeah.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah. Oh. All right. So basically, they just never stop.
Okay, stop playing. Can you go back to your script?
Uh-huh.
Spawn enemies.
Okay, I'm on it.
I think you're just sharing your Unity screen. I can't see anything.
Oh. Should I share everything?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna reshare. Okay. Here's
All
the
right.
spawn enemy script.
Okay, so we have. Can you scroll up just a bit? So we have if C time is less than wait time cooldown. So you have the wrong sign. Less than, not greater than.
Where?
Line number 27.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Let's see if that is less than spawn amount. If that's less than frequency time. Okay, scroll down. Time equals 0. Yeah, that I think that was your problem. Save
okay.
and go back to Unity and see if that works.
They're not spawning at all.
Yeah, you have to wait 10 seconds until they spawn.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then do they get harder and harder?
Not yet, because we haven't changed their properties. They're just spawning in waves. Yeah, see? Only 10 up here.
Okay.
And then the next 10. Okay, yours works.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Anyone else have questions before we move on? The French horn. Okay, so let's move on. The next thing is just like Zane said, we need to upgrade their status. So since we already have this health buff.
Actually, I had a question. I just couldn't get to the mic. Yeah, it's just a quick thing. Is it supposed to? You can. So I know you have to hit 1 to enable like the thing you have to like to be able to place down a
By the turret.
Yeah, but couldn't you? There's kind of like a problem. Couldn't you just hit 1 a bunch of times, but you can only place down 1 turret?
Yeah, that's the problem. We said we're gonna fix it at the end of the class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so we're gonna do that at the end of the class. So let's just get this spawn thing done. We're almost done with the spawn thing. But let's go to Unity. So back to Visual Studio. Sorry. Okay, and in here we're gonna scroll down where we have our object. So let's see here. Instantiate our object, blah, blah, our location quaternion identity. So this is the enemy. So actually, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a variable for this. So we're gonna say game object enemy equals instantiate that object. Okay, random object at that random location. Okay, so make sure you write this in front of it. Game object equals instantiate. Okay. After we do that, we want to access a script from the enemy. So let's take a look at the enemy. The enemy has enemy health. So that's what the one we want to access. So here we're going to say enemy dot get component, and we're going to grab the component enemy health, open close parentheses, dot overall health, and it's going to be plus equal. One moment, Molly. Plus equal buff. Buff, health buff. Okay. So plus equal just means add this to yourself. So currently health buff is 0. Okay. After we do that, after we do this line of enemy getting, adding a health buff, we're going to add the health buff here. So after C spawn 0, we're going to do health buff, plus equal. I'm going to do what, like maybe 3 health. Like after each wave, the enemies are going to get 3 health plus 3 health. So whatever health they have, plus 3, plus 3, plus 3. So they're going to make it harder to kill. Destroy. Stop using the word destroy. Kill. Okay. What was that, Molly? What do you need to see? This is the only lines I wrote right now. And let me just put this in the document. So if, just in case you guys wrote something wrong. Your enemy is not defined. Yeah, that's why you have to write this. Write this line, Molly. You have to write it in front of instantiate. Okay, and then that should work. If you go back to your Unity and start playing, your enemy should be, you should be able to destroy your enemies in the first try. And then your second wave, it's going to take 3 more bullets to kill them, destroy them, sorry. All right, so let's go back to Unity. Just press play, and let's test this out. So I'm gonna drop my turrets. Okay, so I have my 4 turrets ready for the wave, and then the wave starts, and I can destroy them no problem, even though I missed one. Okay, so here I had 2 remaining. So let's see if 2 remain after the second wave, first wave. And it looks like I'm right. Now my turrets can barely take damage. Yeah, now it's becoming harder to destroy them. I destroyed 1. Yeah. Okay, can you share your screen, Molly? Oh, also, one thing. So for the ones that, well, actually, yeah. So I think that's everyone. For the ones that have downloaded my project, you guys already have that. I think Reese is the only. Was it Zane? Sorry, Zane is the only one that hasn't done it. And Gavin and I think Adrian downloaded it. I think Gavin is another one. So if you guys want a smooth movement on the turret, you can continue sharing, Molly. I just need to show something to some students. Let's continue. Okay, you got it. Okay. So yeah, to do smooth turret movement. So this is a calculation I do to do smooth movement. Actually, these 3 lines. So if you guys want to copy these 3 lines on turret AI, it's gonna smoothly move the turret to the enemy. It's not gonna snap to the next enemy. So it's gonna rotate smoothly. Okay. And what this is doing is just doing a calculation. What angle does the rotation or does the turret have to look at? And it's gonna slowly move to that location using rotate towards, and then you have a delta time to make it smooth movement, to make a smooth movement. Okay. So do you guys need time to copy it down, or you guys don't want to do that?
Yeah, custom time.
Could you zoom
Okay,
in
okay.
just a bit though? Because I'm split screening it and I'm on a Mac, which is
Oh no,
dipping the screen.
for you, I think you already did this. Sorry, Reese, since you downloaded my project,
Yeah, I did.
you already have it. You don't have to copy it down.
Oh yeah.
That's why I said I
see.
think it's only Zane and Gavin. I think.
Wait, so
I
should
don't know
I
if
change what I have to that?
you don't have to, but you can add it.
Because mine says like vector 2 diff equals target dot position. Like mine's like vector 2 instead of vector 3 and stuff like that.
Well, so this part is different from this part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, your vector like that the line above that, mine's vector 2 and yours is vector 3.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Okay.
I guess I use vector 3 now.
So
I mean, you can change it to 3 if you want.
should I get rid of
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is actually part. What am I doing? Yeah, what am I saying? Get fired. Yeah, it is part of the code. I was like, what the heck? What is he
So
talking
should
about?
I change everything that I have to that?
Yeah. Change it to this. Yeah. Yeah. Technically, you can leave it at vector 2. It's just I put it at vector 3. Makes sense in my head when I do stuff in 3D, because I know where the Z is. Okay, and then the last thing we need to do is we need to fix the problem where when we press 1, and we can continue press 1, but we're not supposed to press 1 because we haven't placed that turret. So what we need to do is we need to make a Boolean that is going to allow us, did he place the turret? If he did place the turret, then you can buy another turret. But if he bought the turret and he hasn't placed it down, then you can't buy more turrets. So if you press 1 a bunch of times, it's not going to let you purchase a bunch of turrets without placing it. Okay. So let's just waiting for Zane to finish. Let me know, Zane, when so we can move on.
Okay, I just have one more line.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
All right, perfect. Yeah, so if you save it, you should see that. And you can just copy and paste that also and put it in your enemy AI or in pathfinding, sorry. And then your enemy should slowly rotate toward its destination. So like ours, you see, well, you have to wait a couple seconds for it to spawn. But once it spawns, then it rotates to its destination. Yeah, so right now, then it rotates to its next destination and the next destination. So it doesn't look like one weird sprite just going up and down.
Renata,
Yeah, so
copied over the code. Now my turret's no longer shooting.
your turrets don't want to shoot?
They're not shooting anymore.
Can you share your screen?
Yeah.
I think you have to, what's it called? I think you have to define rot speed. I don't think rot speed was defined. Or is it? Yeah, actually, it is defined.
Oh, it's not?
I don't know. I think it was.
No, raw speed's 90.
Okay, so let me see. So target position, transform position, and then we have math threat, vector forward, angle. Can you scroll a little bit to the right? A little bit more. Rot speed. Okay, did you define what rot speed is?
Right here.
Is it actual 90 outside, or is it just a smaller number? Can you go back to your? Can you go to your project folder, and click on your turret?
This?
Huh? No, on your
Oh,
Unity.
you mean right here? Okay. Yeah. Should I look at this thing? Just cannon.
Yeah. So rot speed is 90. Okay. And you said it's not spinning?
No, it is spinning. It's just not shooting.
Ah.
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
I'll just place like 2 of them.
Okay, now we wait.
Yep. See, they spin to them, but they don't shoot.
Oh, because I have another thing going on. I accidentally deleted this part. I don't know if you deleted this part. Can you go back to your script?
Yeah.
You forgot to set shooting to cantrip.
Where do I do that?
Right below the rotation stuff.
Here?
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do
So
I
just
type?
copy the line that's below it that says "can shoot equals false,"
Oh,
and just
this?
set it to true. Yeah. The reason why I removed it from there, because I put this. So this is something extra I did on my script on my part. You can do it too. So I put a collider underneath it, like a custom collider, kind of saying like this is its view. So once the enemy is actually in its view, not in its radius, in its view, like it's directly looking at it, then it can shoot. Because the problem is if the enemy is like right behind him and then the turret is facing somewhere else, the turret is slowly rotating and it's shooting. But why is it shooting?
Oh.
It should only shoot when it's looking at the enemy. So that's something you can do in your spare time.
Okay.
But yeah, do that. Save it. Go to your Unity, play it, and see if it works. Not enough money.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They're at least they're shooting
Yeah.
now, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just a weird thing. You can increase your rotation speed. I think your rotation speed is pretty slow. 90 is pretty slow.
Okay.
Maybe go like 270 or higher. Anyways, that's for you to do. Okay. Okay.
All right.
So let's fix that problem where we have to press 1. So let's where is it? Spawn enemies. No. Script. What script are we looking for? It's main under the main camera, and we're doing spawn turret. I think is it spawn turret? No, it's not spawn turret. It's shop. Yes, it's shop. So let's go inside the shop script.
Oh, I don't have a shop script. Can I just... Where should I go?
Oh. No, you have yours fixed. You don't have that problem. So when you buy, it doesn't go to negatives, does it?
No.
Okay, yeah. So you can. You're basically done. We're done for today then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So should I leave?
Yeah, you can take off. For the rest, this is the last bit, and then we're done for today. It's
Okay.
I think we just have to write like 2 lines of code, and that's it.
All right. Thank
right.
you.
Take care, Zane. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay, so for everyone else, this is the last part. So we have alpha here. So can you buy turret? And the problem is that when you buy the turret, so if you go up here, the buy turret, the cost here, it's adding to a queue. So let's just say you're getting money, but then you're buying. So then it never checks this. Well, it does check, but it never does it. Like it doesn't stop you from buying. So what we're gonna do is let's see. Can use money script. Can use money. We're gonna go up here. Okay, so we go up here where it says can use money, and what we're gonna write is we're gonna write. Yeah, we're gonna write this. So up here where we have can use money. So right after the curly brace, we're going to write money minus equal new amount. Okay, and then we're going to write. What do you mean, Molly? I can't see anything.
Wait, in my script that I downloaded from you, right after the curly brace, it says right after the curly brace, it says money q dot add open parentheses minus new amounts. Should I get rid of that line or
What? What?
right after the if statements in the can use money?
Can you share your screen? Did I accidentally delete something? I think I accidentally deleted something. Maybe you guys are already done, and I'm just like making you guys do more work. Can you share your screen?
Yep. Here it's this line 25.
Add negative. Huh, interesting. Let me add this to my part, and maybe
But I can still go to negative numbers.
you can still go negative.
Yeah.
Let me try this out. One moment, guys. Uh-huh. Okay. So where does this happen? Add, and you add to the queue. Ah, okay. I got it. Okay, so let's fix this. This is going to be like a weird patchwork. So let me go back to my presentation. And this is how we're going to fix it. So here, just like I said, we are going to add this line right below the Q. So we're adding to the Q right here, money Q dot add minus new amount. So here we're going to say money minus equal new amount. Okay, make sure you have this line right below money Q. Okay, so we're going to subtract the money right at that instant. The reason why, like I said, the animation is playing. So while you're earning money, it's subtracting, but not really subtracting. So it's not, really telling you how much money you actually have. So yeah, so make sure you write this money minus equal new amount. Okay. And once you have this, let's scroll down to here.
Oh, could you just go back up for a second?
Yeah, all I did is just added this line. That's all I did.
Yeah, my computer's kind of being a senior right now, so.
Okay. Molly, what do you mean you can't see anything? What does that mean? If you can't see anything, what is that? Your IDE or your Unity or my Google presentation? Okay. Your iPad. Ah, I see. Well, okay. So once we do that, let's do the last part. New amount. Let's scroll all the way down, and we're gonna go here where on the else statement. And then the else, what we're going to do is we're going to say new amount equals 0. Okay, and that's all we're going to do. Okay, and that's it. Save it. All we did is we added 2 lines, save it, and then you should not be able to go less than the number. So there you go. So no more negatives.
My computer's still kind of being a potato. Could you just copy and paste this into the Google Drive one more time?
Sure.
I almost got it, but it's like There's like one thing that I missed. It's gonna be really hard to find.
Okay. So I just pasted it on the Google Drive.
All right,
Um,
I'll check it out.
and we still have to do one
Thanks.
last thing, which is placing the turret. So to place the turret, what I'm going to do is we have the input button 1. So here we're going to have a Boolean. Like I said, we're going to have a Boolean that is going to turn off whenever we do place a turret. So we're going to go up here. We're going to make a public variable. So public bool, and we're going to call it did place. Okay. So did place equals true. Okay. So once we have this did place, we're gonna scroll back down. I'm gonna start rushing here, but you guys can find the code on the Google Drive if you guys are falling behind, because it's like two more lines of code. So did place, public bool. We're gonna scroll down, and we're gonna go down here to the alpha, and we're gonna say if this, and so we use the double ampersand, so shift 7 did place, and then we can buy turret. Okay. And after that, we're going to say did place equals false. Okay. So that's it for this line, for this code, I mean. So we have did place after by turret. So I'm going to copy and paste this on the script on the Google Drive. Okay, so that's it for this side. Now we open the last script, which is, what is it? Spawn turret. And here where we say can buy equals false, we're going to say get component. Is it shop? Yeah. Get component shop, close parentheses, and we're going to say, what is this thing we just called it? We called it did place. So we say did place equals true. And that's it. And now we are not able to buy the turret unless, I mean, we're not able to buy more unless we place the turret. Okay. So if I go back to Unity, I press play. Okay, I press 1. I can't press 1 anymore. It's not letting me buy anymore. Okay, so I'm not subtracting my money anymore until I place it.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. What line did you put on the spawn turret? I didn't have it open, so
Sorry. Yeah, spawn turret, it's right here on line 39, right after can buy equals false.
All right.
And that's it. That's it.
Get component shop.
Okay.
All right.
So with that, like I said, if you go back to Unity, you play it, it should work. There is one. Nope, that's it, actually. Yeah, and you press 1. It should just do 1. And yeah, and you can't place anymore until you press 1 again. And you purchase another one. And that's it. Okay. Does anyone have any questions before we finish for today?
For some reason, I can still spend 5. Like, I can still hit 1 more than once.
Did you copy the newest version of the script?
The shop? Oh, you just put it in?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't fully paste it in yet. Hold on.
Oh.
Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, for shop, it's the newest one.
All right, it should probably work now.
Okay.
Yeah, it works.
Perfect. All right.
The-
Anyone else have any questions? Comments, concerns before we leave?
I think it's all good for me.
All right. You're free to go, Reese. If you don't have any more questions.